Here now with us is retired Air Force General Chuck Wald. We want to thank you very much for joining us. We're going to bounce over back to what's happening in the Middle East because President Trump is confident that a ceasefire is likely between Israel and Gaza. Look, there's been a lot of moving parts with what we've been reporting on here and what we saw last weekend to where we are today. I mean, it was just last weekend that we were reporting on what was going on with Iran. So when we talk about the ceasefire, when do you see this happening? What role did the conflict between Iran and Israel play?
Well, I think there will be a ceasefire, and the question is, how effective will it be? I think I personally, have the experience I've had over the years in the Middle East, I still don't trust the Iranians. So even though there's going to be a proclaimed ceasefire, and I think Israel would like that as well, and the fact that Israel could then spend more time paying attention to finishing up in the Gaza. But I think there'll be a declared ceasefire. And I think my guess is that it won't hold, and the United States will have to be ready to respond, and I think Israel will be ready to respond when that happens. And if I were the Israelis and I had to go back and respond to a broken ceasefire, I would go in and take out every ballistic missile the Iranians have.
Interesting take. You know, lawmakers are divided over the success of U.S. strikes on Iran's nuclear sites following the intel meetings on Capitol Hill this week. Let's take a listen, and we'll talk on the other side.
They eliminated nearly the entire top echelon of Iran's military command and nuclear scientists, and we had our military forces, of course, strike the heart of Iran's nuclear weapons program. We delivered a major setback that resulted then in a feeble face-saving response from Iran.
What was briefed to Congress today is massively different than what has been told to Congress over the last year, up until a month ago, about both Iranian capabilities and Iranian intent. They have not actually settled on a definition in what they claim the results of the strike were.
Okay, so when we take a look at the timing of everything then and moving forward, when do you think we're going to have a clear answer on how severely the sites were damaged? Because obviously we saw the explosions. I mean, when are we going to really know?
I think we probably know about as much as we're going to know on our own right now. There are human intelligence assets in the country. We've known that before, and Mossad has a tremendous capability. I would trust the Israelis' intelligence as much as anybody in the world because they're experienced there, and the fact they do have human intelligence on the ground. And then there are other methods as well. And the Iranians, if they're going to start, developing the weapon again, they're going to have to do something to actually build a facility or have a facility that they can weaponize this enriched uranium. It's not a very easy thing to do. So I think we will know from overall intelligence through the Israelis primarily, and if it looks like they're reconstituting, I think we'll go back in and take care of that.
All right. Well, we're going to leave it right there. Retired Air Force General Chuck Wald, we thank you for your service and we thank you for your time on this weekend. Thank you so much. And switching gears.